A reading from Matthew. Now when Jesus heard this, he withdrew from there in the boat to a deserted place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd and had compassion for them and cured their sick. When it was evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now late. Send the crowds away, so that they may go into the villages and buy food for themselves." Jesus said to them, "They need not go away. You give them something to eat." They replied, "We have nothing here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." And he said, "Bring them here to me." Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and blessed and broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples, and the disciples gave them to the crowds. And all ate and were filled. And they took up what was left over of the broken pieces, 12 baskets full. And those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides women and children. This is a story of one of our well-known miracles of the feeding of the 5,000. Now, of course, this is a miracle because the math doesn't add up. How were there only so many loaves and so many fish, but yet 5,000 were fed? Yes, the fact that Jesus was able to multiply all of that and make sure everybody was fed, and not only make sure everybody was fed, but make sure there were some left over, is astonishing. But I think an important aspect of this miracle involves the disciples. This miracle would not have been made possible with the disciples, because those are the persons who took the food and distributed it to the people. Yes, Jesus multiplying the food was one thing, but if the food wasn't served to the people who were hungry, it wouldn't have gotten to them. I say this because we are disciples, and in our discipleship, we have been giving blessings. Miracles have been made for us, and it may not seem so, but it is the work that we do along with Jesus Christ that helps to bring life and abundance into this world. Similar to how the disciples were able to do so and to feed 5,000. Remember, this is the miracle of the feeding of the 5,000, not the miracle of there being a lot more loaves and fish than there originally was. So let us remember in our daily walk with Christ that we are daily walking with Christ, and the work that we do alongside with Christ is the thing of miracles, is the thing that will save, is the thing that will feed and provide people with what they need. So let us remember that we have an important task. Through our discipleship, we can do so many things with Christ. It's not us doing it alone. We always have Christ with us. And when we remember that we are working together, miracles can happen. Amen.